What's happening now amid the mild Omicron threat is a blueprint for the real Antichrist deal. Lockdowns, deprivation of free movement, suppression of the privilege to buy and sell unless one is jabbed with coronavirus vaccines. It is no longer difficult to believe for one with open eyes what the Blessed Mother told stigmatist mystic Luz de Maria de Bonilla way back on October 8, 2015, thus: very soon they will begin the obligation and the implantation of the microchip, so each one of you will accept it. You know well that this is Satan's seal, through which they will not only follow your steps and control your social life, but also your economic aspect and even your mind, so that even if you interiorly want to pray, you will not be able to utter one word of prayer. You will not be able to seek my Son for help. Yes, even before the emergence of the coronavirus vaccine, heaven's messages were ominous about what we cannot see as a scenario paving the way for the microchip. In July 2017, the Blessed Mother warned, "Do not place any chip in your body. These are the prelude to the microchip by which the Antichrist will dominate humanity." Also in the same month, 2017, the Blessed Mother also told Luz de Maria, "Technological inventions are praised by the vast majority of humanity without proper knowledge. This brings man closer to accepting any technological innovation without reservations. Thus, humanity will accept the use of the microchip with great trust, this ingenious and minuscule artifact being the greatest controller that has ever existed." 2 years later, on June 14, 2019, the Blessed Mother told Luz de Maria, "Humanity will experience purification, in which it will be seriously tested by evil. It will tempt it as never before. It will lead it to cruel instincts, trying to make you deny being a child of God. Evil's striving will reach its culmination with the goal of leading my children to evade the pain of that cruel instant, offering themselves to be marked in order to obtain the benefits of those who will have whatever is necessary in order to live without needing anything." The year before, on April 29, 2018, our Lord Jesus also cited the microchip, saying, "This form of control by evil forces will increase with the implantation of the microchip. You, children, do not allow them to place the seal of evil in you." The year before the coronavirus erupted worldwide, Saint Michael the Archangel told Luz de Maria on March 29, 2019, "Beloved of God, a great plague is heading towards France. Likewise, terrorism will continue making itself present. Terrorism is precisely one of Satan's weapons, so that governments neglect what is really important for the people and divert their attention to fighting terrorism. Satan will enter into action globally, implanting the microchip. Are you aware that your personal communication devices are not personal, that your data remains in the possession of others, and they will use it when necessary for them?" As the coronavirus pandemic peaked worldwide, Saint Michael also issued this message: "Human beings are watching the advance towards total domination with great indifference. Open your eyes and survey what is happening throughout the world. The microchip is not a fantasy." From what the Catholic mystics are saying, I gather not a few will have themselves implanted with microchips. In the same vein that the threat of Duterte to have the unvaccinated arrested, deprived of access to malls, etc., has finally driven so many to queue up for coronavirus inoculations. Even now, those who keep themselves uninfluenced by such threats suffer. Yet, the days ahead will open more years of trial towards the worldwide microchip imposition and the ascent of the Antichrist in flesh and blood, until the prophesied triumph of the Immaculate Heart. This not from me, but again from credible mystics. But we must pick up courage too from what the mystics are telling us. Let me share some of the encouraging messages from them. At the start of the year 2000, Radio Maria director Father Livio Fangaza interviewed Medjugorje visionary Vicar on suffering. Vicar has been suffering an illness that medical experts could not explain. Here is the interview. Father Livio: Vicar, you have been sick many times. Have you ever asked to be healed? Vicar: No, never. I ask for healing for the others, but not for myself. Our Lady knows. For me, suffering and sickness are gifts, and I am happy for them. I thank God with all my heart for these gifts. I want to tell all the sick people that when Our Lady appears, I pray especially for them, then for the others. I would like to urge the sick people to pray thus. O God, I beseech you, through my suffering, may I still have something good to offer you. All I ask for now is the strength and courage to bear my cross with all my love and with joy. Personally, I am happy that I have been able to suffer and offer in the knowledge that when you offer your pain to Our Lady, you are helping her. Our Lady says that today there are very few people who readily accept their sufferings as a gift. With all my heart, I say that suffering is a great gift. I say it because I have experienced it. Suffering is a gift because through it, God's plans are realized for the benefit of those who are close to us and those who are far from us. The offering of your sufferings and sicknesses to God is the best offering one could ever make. Each person must live his mission. Father Livio: Vicar, your task is to transmit Our Lady's messages, but you say that each of us has his mission on the earth to fulfill. How can we discover this gift in us? Vicar: Above all, each person must know himself and ask himself how to best live his vocation. If this is done with earnestness, we must become aware of the Lord's presence, of his suggestion in our heart. For example, a priest must be aware that he takes the living Jesus in his hands when he consecrates the bread and wine. The Eucharist is an even greater gift than Our Lady's presence. She herself has affirmed this. Each of us has a task. It is up to us to see how to fulfill it in the life of the Church. Father Livio: Vicar, many people seek you out, including people who don't believe but would like to. What do you think? Vicar: We believers should be more aware of how immense the gift of faith is, and feel the need to dedicate time every day to prayer and be good examples for others. The excuses offered by non-believers who think that God should intervene directly are not valid. It takes personal commitment by each person to obtain God's grace, and God, who is Father full of mercy, will not fail to answer us. God is infinite love. We have to do all that we can to obtain His intervention. So, besides praying, we should make an effort to know the revealed truth and keep away from evil. Unfortunately, Satan is a tireless seducer. He hides evil beneath a good appearance. He tempts people these days, especially the young people and weak families, making them prefer fleeting joys, which lead inexorably to tragic unhappiness, thereby inducing them to renounce the immense joy which God grants straightway to those who resist temptation and live their Christian lives in an orderly and honest manner.